welcome back. Today we'll be talking about the next week's economic news. So before we continue, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. So on Monday we'll be having the Egyptian Ramadi holiday, which is clearly it means there won't be so much economic news. Uh, And then, so our main focus here will be the I'd say major currencies, which is Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP, USD, USD Canada. We'll be focusing on news that are affecting major currencies. Okay, so on Tuesday, and gold as well. So on Tuesday, we'll be having CB consumer confidence at 4 o'clock and new home sales, as well as for monthly and new home sales for Feb. So here they say, let's go in and see how it looks like. So USB consumer confidence is a conference board which is a consumer confidence measures the level of consumer confidence in economic activity. It is a leading indicator as it can predict consumer spending, which plays a major role in overall economic activity. Higher readings point to higher consumer optimism. Higher than expected readings should be taken as bullish for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative or bearish for the USD. So here it means if you wanna take like a full advantage of news like this, is that I will look at gold because gold is more volatile, or I'd say it has a lot of liquidity. So when we talk about new home sales, let's go and see what new home sales is like. So the US new home sales measures the annualized number of new single family homes that were sold during the previous month. These reports tend to have more impact when it's released ahead of existing home sales because their report are tightly correlated. And this is the important part. This is where we eat. A higher than expected reading, which they're talking about this one, like higher than the forecast. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the USD, which is it means it's negative for the gold, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the USD, which is it will be what? It will be bullish for the gold. So news like this, gold moves like it moves with more points compared to currencies and indices. So we'll be focusing more on gold. So let's see. So on Tuesday overall we'll be having CB consumer confidence, new home sales at 4 o'clock, and this 4 o'clock it's the time zone. It's +2. You see, because I'm based in the +2 zone. So my GMT it's +2. Okay. So and then we're gonna go to Wednesday. So on Wednesday for GBP, we have Consumer Price Index. For those who don't know what is Consumer Price Index, we'll just look at it now. Uh, Consumer Price Index for UK measures the change in the price of goods and services from the perspective of the consumer. It is a key way to measure changes in purchasing trends and inflation. And this is where the gold is now. So this one, we can take advantage on any pair that has a GBP or that is against GBP or gold as well. Gold tends to move as well. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive or bullish for the GBP, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the GBP. So, for example, if the previous one they said it was 2.5% and the forecast is 2.8%, and then the actual on news release is 3.0%, it means the trend is going to be what? It's going to be positive for the GBP, right? Yeah, okay. So if you have any questions, just comment, go to the comment section and ask questions, and on the next video, I'll just answer those questions. Okay. So yeah, on Wednesday at 9 o'clock, we'll be having the consumer price index release, and on at 2:30, we'll be having durable goods orders. So let's see. So durable goods orders measures the change in the total value of news orders for long-lasting manufactured goods, including transportation items. So this one as well will focus more on gold, because gold will move more than any other, I would say, commodities or indices or currencies. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the USD. So meaning if the news if the news are released, come out positive, it means the gold will what? It will lose value. And if the news come negative, the gold will rise or gain value. Reason behind that is because most of the time gold is considered as a safe haven when when the markets, or say when the currencies or the economies are not performing well. Investors tend to move their money from the currencies to gold, or from the economy to gold. That's the reason every time when there's bad news, gold tends to go up or gain value. Okay, let's see. On Thursday, we'll be having gross domestic product at 2:30. So let's see. For those who don't know, GBP, it means gross domestic product. So it measures the annualized change in the inflation adjusted value of all goods and services produced by the economy. It is the broadest measure of economic activity and the primary indicator of the economy's health. Usual effect, which is actual greater than forecast, is equals to good for currency. So this is same as if the news come out, if the release is more, the release is more than the forecast, it means the news, it will be good for the USD, meaning it will be bullish for the USD. And if the news release come below the forecast, it will be negative for the currency, which is the US dollar. Okay, then we move to Friday. Friday at 9 o'clock, we have GBP, which is the gross domestic product. So it will be released right after the US one. You see, the US GBP is released on Thursday, and then on Friday it's the GBP release. So what usually happens that most of the countries tend to wait for the base currency. I'd say in terms of releasing, they tend to wait for it to be released so that they can take measures or take action based on their data. So this one is the same for the gross domestic product for USA, but this one is for UK. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive or bullish for the GBP, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for GBP. So this one is what? Great British Pound, and this one is what? Gross domestic product. So don't mix the two. This one, it measures the annualized change in the inflation adjusted value of all goods and services produced by the economy. And this one, it's just a abbreviation to for Great British Pounds. This is a it's a it's a currency. It's a currency symbol for the Great British Pound. Okay, and then after nine, yes, it's this one. I'm just gonna point out the important news. At 2:30, we're going to have the core PCE price index. Okay, let's see. What is it? So uh, core PCE price index monthly release. Uh, it's a it's an index that measures the changes in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers for the purpose of consumption, excluding food and energy. Prices are weighted according to expenditure per item. It measures price change from the perspective of the consumer. It is a key way to measure changes in purchasing trends and inflation. So this one is the same. A higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish for the USD. So in gold, what do we do in gold? In gold, when it's negative, we buy, and when it's positive, we sell. Okay, yes. Let's see. Okay, and that will be it. Okay, guys. Thank you, and that will be all for this week's economic calendar. Yeah, so we'll be having a lot of holidays. Yeah, I can see there is a lot of holidays. But yeah, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.